Hey guys, it's Gameface here, and welcome back to episode 10 of my Burnley career mode. Now, in today's episode, we've got more for the January transfer window to getting through, as well as getting against Arsenal in the FA Cup as well. So, a big match to kick off the episode, as well as playing some other games. Crystal Palace and maybe Man United to play as well. Looking forward to those matches. Hopefully we can come away with some decent results and try and get ourselves as many victories as possible, as well as continue our cup run in the FA Cup. Got just under £5 million to spend. We might end up seeing some players leave the club in this episode. I guess we'll have to wait and see how things go. I am looking to overhaul certain aspects, and I'm also trying to keep other areas of the pitch fairly realistic. So I guess we'll wait and find out as we go through it. Before we get into today's episode, if we could try and hit 75 likes, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. Let's crack on with things, and let's take a look at the team for the game against Arsenal. So we're going to go 4-4-2. This is the team we're going to go with. Pope starts in goal, Loughton, Tarkowski, me and Taylor in defence, Nkudu, Amati, Cork and Brady in midfield. With Chris Wood and Danny Ings up front for us, so that's a good partnership that was working really well last episode. Hopefully that can continue in this episode as well. Let's go with things. Let's see how we get on and hopefully come away with a victory against Arsenal. It's going to be tough though. Okay, let's crack on with things here at the Emirates Stadium against Arsenal. Can we get ourselves a win here in what will be a tough game? Playing 4-4-2 against a 4-3-3. Guess we'll wait and see what the outcome of that is. It is quite ambitious playing with two strikers against Arsenal, but it worked quite well last episode. Chris Wood and Danny Ings getting that partnership working. And good to have Ings back at the club and scoring goals for us as well. Chris Wood helped us out massively in the last episode. I'm hoping for another big performance from him here. Into Chris Wood, he gets a shot away, had to be saved. Let's play this one short. Robbie Brady now going to try and cross in. It's not a bad delivery. Unfortunately, Ospina gets that though. Go on, Wood. Go on. Oh, I thought he banged that one in the top corner. So close. Just goes wide from Chris Wood. What a hit though, by the way. It must have been fairly close, that one. Yeah, it is. It's not that far away at all. Hits it so sweetly. Shame we couldn't get it on target. Well played. Danny Ings wins it back off Koscielny. A chance rings, but it's saved by Ospina. Haven't quite been clinical enough in those key moments just yet. Both teams having chances. And yeah, just could do with a goal before half-time, but easier said than done. Xhaka, oh, good save by the goalkeeper, out for a corner on the stroke of half-time. Arsenal still creating opportunities. Neither has yet to get the breakthrough. Mkhitaryan looking to deliver into the box here. Let's get that one away. Come on. Oh, not done a very good job at all. That's it for the first half. Still remains 0-0, unfortunately. Both teams having good chances. Neither is managing to take them just yet. And so it does remain level for now. But I think there will be a goal or two in the second half. Let's wait and see which way it goes. Chance. Oh, good save, Popey. Ooh, just over the bar. That was close. Too close. Okay, all three changes now. 20 minutes to go. Still remaining 0-0, so we have to try and change something. We're going to change the midfield. Goodison, Hendrick and Lennon. Two more will take off Nkudu, Cork and Brady. Just freshen things up. I mean, I've got to try and ruffle a few feathers to get something going. I'm hoping that those individual changes will make enough of an effect to get us a goal. But Xhaka here to deliver a ball in. Headed away really well. Chance and pulled wide. Goodmanson, can he pick out Chris Wood here? He's going to go for the cross. What a ball! Chris Wood scores! And it's happened perfectly for us. That's why we brought Goodmanson on for this crossing ability, and it's worked. 11 minutes left in this game. Chris Wood gets the goal. I think he's the one that plays it over to Goodmanson originally. He gets running, brings it back in slightly, but still crossed on his left foot. What a connection from Chris Wood. And it's 1-0. Wood's done it again. That's fantastic stuff from him, and very, very late on we've finally got ourselves a goal. Can't say it's massively deserved. We haven't had that many chances in the second half anyway. Don't think either team have really done that much in the second half, but we'll take it, and now we've got a lot of defending to do in the final 10 minutes. Suddenly the formation changed a little bit. There we go, finishes 1-0. We're into the next round. We've beaten Arsenal. A great win for us there. Arsenal just struggling defensively to cope with Chris Wood when that ball came in. And we got ourselves really, really good victory against them. Obviously on paper, we never expected to beat them. They made a few changes to the team and that cost them really in this game. They've been knocked out and of course a bit of an upset in the cup. You can see by the stats, they had a couple more shots than us. They didn't take them though. And luckily for us, Chris Wood was in the right position to get the header into the back of the net and win us that game. This week, Amati goes up to 79 overall. It's great news for us. He's heading towards 80 now, and we want to try and get in there if we can in the next couple of months. Oh, look what it is. Cristiano Ronaldo wins Player of the Year. He's got himself the Ballon d'Or. But how's Chris Wood not won it? With his performance. You see his performance against Arsenal. He's pretty good at playing against West Brom as well. Been banging him in. Okay, some transfer news for us here. Connor Mitchell sold. We get 80 grand. From that deal. Matthew Loughton transfer in £10 million for Loughton, our right back. Okay, we currently have a situation where Ward might be on the way out here to Las Palmas or Santos. That happened last episode. Just trying to negotiate that one at the moment, and so he might leave for 4 million. For our right back, though, our starting right back, I'd take £10 million to be fair. For Crystal Palace, I'm looking to improve the full-backs for sure. I'm happy with Charlie Taylor, but we do need to maybe bring in a second left-back if Ward goes, and also I think a starting right-back now, assuming that Loughton will end up leaving. But I want to try and negotiate something a little bit better than 10, even though 10's a good amount. I think we can maybe get a little bit more. They set up to 13. I'm going to ask for 12. I don't want to be too cheeky, and so we will go with £12 million. We'll see what Palace say. I'll take that for my right-back, though, considering he's 28 years old. What are they saying to that? Yes, okay, they're paying 12 million. I mean, if you want it for 12 million, you can have him for 12 million, yes please. We can surely bring in a better right back for the same amount of money, can't we? I could be totally wrong on that. Okay, not great news for us. Steve Ward's trying to talk to break down with Las Palmas. Still Santos negotiating. They have been negotiating for a while now, so we'll wait and find out in the next few days how they get on with those negotiations. Not good that that one broke down though before. We're going to play Crystal Palace now. We're going to actually play that match. Just checking what formation that we're going to go for. Seems like we're both going to be playing with 4-4-2s. I think we're going to keep the team the same. As tempting it is to change it, might just keep it the same. Maybe just take off Robbie Brady, bring on Goodmanson, and then we'll swap around the goalkeepers, I think, as well. Okay, let's go for it then. We're currently in 6th place on 36 points. 3 points will take us up to 4th, probably. Well, it depends on other results. But yeah, we are doing alright at the moment, so happy with that. Wobie's just moved to West Brom, which is interesting, considering we just played against him in the Arsenal game. Obviously weren't impressed with his performance then. Let's go, Selhurst Park. 4-4-2 versus 4-4-2. This really is two Brexit teams go up against each other here. Hopefully we're going to come out on top. Nkudu with a chance early on, goes for a cross into the middle, oh, headed away. Zaha at the other end, this is great stuff. Oh, hits the post, follows up, but what a block by Ben Mee. And it's from one end of the pitch to the other. Crystal Palace with a great chance, but a great block from Ben Mee, out for a corner, 5 minutes in. Both teams could have scored already. Got to try and clear that one away, and Ben Mee will do it. Go on, Ings. Counter-attack here from their corner. Danny Ings charging through, going alone. Ings scores. What a start to this game. We're in front, and we've taken the lead just a few minutes into this match. It's gone from Crystal Palace's corner to a goal for us at the other end. Great individual run there from Danny Ings. Should easily lose the ball there to the defence. So there's that many players around him. 5 players couldn't win it off him, and the goalkeeper couldn't save it either. It's 1-0. What a start. Looked like Pele there to Danny Ings. Whew. Chance. Oh, nearly a good response. Well played. Great interception. Ings waiting for Chris Wood to make the right run. He has to. He'll take a touch here and shoot. No, he can't have that long. Oh, how has he missed? Should still score. Thought they weren't going to be able to do enough, but it actually has been saved. I didn't see the save. Okay, out for a corner. Goodmanson tries to find Chris Wood, but saved again by the keeper. Zaha, good chance. Oh, look at that. Goodmanson running forward. That's good from him. Can he pick anybody out? What a ball into that post, and Kudu went for it. So did Van Aanholt, and it'll be out for a corner. We'll play this one short and see if we can get a better angle in for Goodmanson. Not a bad delivery. Can Cork head back across? No. That's it for the first half. Still winning the game 1-0. Had opportunities at other times during the first half, but we probably could have got ourselves a goal. Unfortunately, haven't managed to double our lead just yet. Palace also having chances. Zaha looks lively, so we can't just rule them out. They're still certainly well in this game. Danny Ings looking to charge through once again. Can he get round Scott Dan? Going to cut inside. His right foot is a good save. Chris Wood trying to follow up. And couldn't get the ball through to Nkudu. It's cleared away. Pinning Crystal Palace in here early on. Loughton to shoot. Oh, another good save by the keeper. Forces another corner. Goodmanson just to put this one straight in. Mee looking for a head on. And unfortunately, no one's there. Go on. Ings into Chris Wood. Has to be a second. It is. There was a slight touch by the keeper, but it wasn't enough. Chris Wood scores again. Don't know how many games in a row this is now, but it certainly feels like quite a few. And he gets us a goal. It's a great strike from him. Good bit of play from Danny Ings as well. That strike partnership looks so good between those two. Ings does all the running. Chris Wood does the finishing usually. That's the way it works. And it's looking like a lethal partnership with that up front. So glad we spent so much money on Danny Ings. He's looked really good since coming back to the club. And we've got ourselves a second goal here against Palace, in a good position now, and hopefully going to go on to win the game as well as get a clean sheet. Nkudu looking through to Wood. He's onside here, Chris Wood. He's waiting for another pass. Oh, hasn't quite found anybody. Goodmanson still waiting to try and do something with it, and will be shrugged off it by Townsend. First two changes, 20 minutes to go. Lennon and Wells to come on. We'll take off Nkudu. He's not looked great really in this game as Nkudu, so we're taking him off. Danny Ings comes off just to give him a rest. 20 minutes to go, and we can make the final change if we want to. Oh, what a long ball that is. Crystal Palace have only left one defender back. Naki Wells into Chris Wood. Can he get a second? Off the bar and in. What a finish. And it's now 3-0. Crystal Palace just threw everyone forward in a bid to try and get a goal back. It's really backfired. We just hoofed it up. I wasn't even aware it was 2v1 up front. And there we go. Chris Wood smashes it home. I think he scored a similar one maybe last episode or the one before, where he hits it off the bar and in. This is a great strike once again. It's always tricky in these sort of positions though. Goalkeeper comes out, you're expected to score and you can just blast it over, but he just keeps it down enough to find the back of the net. 3-0, and that is truly game over now. We'll take Chris Wood off as well, replace him with Vokes, give him a rest to the final 13 minutes, even though he was on for a hat-trick. That's it, finishes 3-0. It's a great victory over Crystal Palace, really pleased with that. Obviously gets us 3 points, as well as a clean sheet as well, which is good to see. Deservedly won the game. They had a couple of chances in the first half, which they didn't take through Zaha. He was their best player by far for me, but ultimately didn't create enough and didn't take the chances. Got ourselves 3 goals, really impressed. We capitalised on their errors and when they threw players forward, etc. So, yeah, really impressed by that. And should hopefully move us up the league table. We'll find out exactly where it does leave us. Yeah, so moves us up 1 place after that victory. Watford, I think, drew whilst we won, so we overtake them and go into 5th. Let's do some play drills. Don't think we're going to have anybody else going up this week, but we'll do so anyway. And Charlie Taylor and Amasi stay the same. Okay, some news for us here. Matthew Loughton has been sold. This has all happened before the Ward deals even happened. That Ward deal's been going on for about 10 days now at least, and yet another deal's been done in that time, and it's Loughton leaving, another fullback. So we get £9 million added to the budget for that. He moves to Crystal Palace, the team we just beat. Clearly need a new defender after that performance. £14 million now to spend on a new right back, and I think it has to be someone really good. Simple as that. We've got Bardsley as our backup right back, which is hardly ideal. We've also got Amasi who can fill in there if we need to, but for me, I need a good quality right back. I was going to go to Neon, but he's injured for 3 months, so yeah, I think we're going to have to pass on that one. Then I was going to go for Bruno Perez. He's recently arrived from Roma. Seamus Coleman's recently arrived from Everton. Why is he at Real Madrid? I'm a massive Dani Alves fan, but he's recently arrived from Juventus. Trent Alexander-Arnold's moved to Leicester recently for just under 17 million. Recently moved to West Brom. This is ridiculous. I can't even get Craig Dawson. I honestly can't believe how many right-backs are being transferred. Literally everyone's buying right-backs. It's crazy. I'm really, really struggling because everyone's just moving all over the place. Why is Kieran Trippier at Juventus? What's going on here? Only half a season in. Okay, so I've listed a few right-backs. I can't afford all of them for sure. Some of them I might be able to afford, but it's going to be a struggle. Montoya's the guy I'm looking at. He can play right and left back. I think it would be a good addition for us. It's just how much he's going to cost, which I'm not really too sure about. As the other players, De Sciglio, another guy who I could go for, but recently joined, so I can't. Abate maybe, but getting a bit older. Vidal's tempting. Thing is, you know where you are with Vidal. He's just fast, isn't he? Okay, let's make a move for Vidal. I might go back to Montoya. I just think he might be a little bit more expensive. I have no idea how much Barca want for Vidal, so we're just going to go with 10 million as like the starting offer. I'm hoping we're somewhere in the region. It might be less than that. I might just go 9. No, we'll go 10. We'll go 10. I don't want to walk away. What are they going to say to that? Okay. Okay, that usually means you've overpaid by $1 million or 2. They've accepted it. It's a starting point. No idea what his wage is going to be. It could be 80, 90 grand for all I know. If not more, it's Barcelona. I mean, should we just go 80 grand? I don't want to offend him too much, though. That's the issue. What's he going to say? 91. Okay, so we're not that far away. That's a start. At least we can afford him. Okay, we'll go 90 grand plus a £1 million signing on bonus. It's quite a lot. He wants 95 and the signing on bonus as well. Let's get that signing on bonus down to $1 million again and 95 grand a week. Let's see. Yes, they've agreed. 95 grand a week's expensive, and £1 million on top of that's also expensive, but still works out a little bit cheaper than the guy that we just got rid of, Loughton, who we sold for 12 million. Brought this guy in for 10 plus obviously £1 million signing fee. So happy with that. I think Vidal could be good as long as he's about 78 overall, which is what I think he is. 78 is he? Let's find out. 76. Okay, no, he's still fast. That's the most important thing. He's just not quite as good as Loughton, which probably explains why we got him slightly cheaper. Starting to think we may be overpaid by a few million. It's fine, his attributes make up for it. He's a fast right back. We didn't have that before. That's what I wanted. I mean, with Burnley, we brought in a guy from Barcelona. That's not too bad. He can also play as a right mid as well, which suggests the right wing back will be fine whenever we play far at the back. So I think overall, just suits us really, does this sort of player. Obviously not great overall wise, but In terms of his actual attributes, I think he could be really good for us just by sheer pace. So we'll wait and find out how he does for us, and I'm hoping that that's going to be a good signing. I'm pretty happy with that. What's going to happen with this Stephen Ward deal? It's been ages now. Must be 2 weeks. Is it going to break down or is it going to happen? I guess we're still going to have to wait a little bit longer to find out. The transfer offer comes in here by Ode this time from Bray Wanderers. 96 grand a week, again going to be accepted. I'm assuming his transfer list, I don't even know. Seems like the other Stephen Ward deal has broken down by the looks of it. Yeah, both of them have been rejected. So who will be remaining for now at least? Jamie Vardy moves to AC Milan. Okay. We're also going to make one final signing, hopefully, ready for next season. We're going to start preparing for next season now. And there's a guy whose contract is up this season, or at the end of the season, just as it is in real life, and he'll be leaving Man City in real life. We're going to try and pick him up. I have heard rumours that he could be moving to a number of clubs. I think one of them mentioned might have been Burnley. I'm trying to think who the others were now. Maybe Wolves, maybe Everton. I think there's a few different teams I have heard. We're going to approach to sign Yaya, see exactly how he gets on there. Yes, he's 34 and he'll be turning 35 soon, but I still think he's a good quality midfielder, and we need somebody a little bit like him in midfield who can take control of the games and who's got good quality on the ball. So we'll go with it. We'll see exactly what happens. It might come to nothing. It might happen. Who knows? We'll accept it, and we are going to start preparing for the next season, assuming that we will go into a next season. I don't yet know. We're going to try counter a 2-year contract. What will he say to that? Is that okay? Yeah, that's good. Fine. No release clause. Okay, now wage of 135. We quite clearly can't afford that. So this isn't going well to begin with. Let's get rid of the goal bonus. That wage has got to come down. It can't go up, surely. Okay, so we're kind of just chucking all our cash on the table. We've got 11 quid left, so... I mean, buy a few meal deals with that. Let's submit the offer and see how he gets on. No, we're miles away from this, aren't we? 29 grand a week off. Didn't expect his wage to be so high. They said between about 91 and 140, I think they said. So I was kind of thinking maybe take a pay decrease. Maybe not. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what more I can do here. We're just going to keep seeing how much he reduces his offer by. We're still 24 grand off. Yeah, his client needs some time to consider the offer. It's a shame about that, really. I was hoping to try and bring in Yaya, but they've been very awkward on his wage. He's 79 overall now as well, so it's not like he's really worthy of 140 grand. I think that's a bit over the top. Okay, so we're going to sit up to this United game now. We're not going to have time to play it, unfortunately. We've done more in the window than I was expecting to get done, and hopefully there'll be more to come as well next episode, whether we try and sign Yaya again, if we can. Whether we find enough money somehow to do that, I'm not really too sure. I'm also just going to be taking a look at other players as well, in case I do want to try and bring anybody else in on a pre-contract agreement. So, we'll wait and find out. Leave your suggestions in the comments section below, as ever. I'd really, really appreciate that. And that will be everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 75 likes on today's episode, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.